Now, what makes Trump's claims that he needs gold decor for national security all the more repellent is that for the past week, we have been learning some deeply disturbing things about the conditions our troops are facing. Will they actually protect our national security? At the center of that story has been the USS Abraham Lincoln. We've been talking about that a lot this week. An aircraft carrier that, other than a single day stop in Oman, has been at sea since December 11th. It set a modern day record for the most continuous days at sea for a Navy aircraft carrier. MS Now reported that families of those aboard the ship came to Navy leadership with concerns about the sailors' mental health, safety on deck, a lack of supplies, food shortages, water contamination, and disruptions in the mail system, which have caused many care packages en route to the ship to be lost in transit for months. Family members say the situation on the ship had become so dire that multiple sailors have attempted to go overboard. But when Trump was asked about the situation today, he denied that any families were actually concerned at all.
Family members of U.S. service members are concerned about the conditions on board the USS Lincoln.
Well, no, that ship is moving. No, they're not.
Trump says that families are not concerned about the conditions on the USS Lincoln, even after everything I just told you. And our colleague MS Now's Priya Sridhar, who's been doing a lot of reporting on this, excellent reporting, spoke to a dozen family members who say that they are extremely concerned with the morale, safety, and conditions on the ship. The military disputes many of their allegations, but to say that family members aren't concerned just isn't true.
You're in this constant operating environment that's always moving 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's no rest. So part of the benefit that you get from being in the Navy is these port calls. Well, our guys haven't had any port calls. So they haven't had a day where they've been in port that they've been able to just rest.
I was so mad because I thought, okay, so now they think, okay, we're coming home. We're getting out of this nightmare scenario. Oh, nope, now we're not. I don't think people realize what that also does to the mindset and the mentality of people that are pushing themselves the way that they are. I don't think people realize that right there can cause a lot of people to, lose hope.
There is no food for them to eat. There's no protein. And what's more frustrating about a lot of this is you are taking the money out of their paychecks to feed them and you're not feeding them. I think that's my biggest thing is if you're not going to feed them, then stop taking their money.
It's been a feeling of powerlessness. This has been trending and spiraling downward since about March or April with no supplies, food shortages, low morale, a lot of talking about death. It's been concerning.
It's been concerning. You just heard that from a number of family members. Now, I should note the U.S. military is now finally preparing to replace the USS Lincoln with another aircraft carrier, the USS George Washington, and the Trump Secretary of Defense has called allegations of food shortages and other issues on the ship fake news. But with this many family members speaking out about their concerns on the ship, after the record-breaking time at sea drove multiple U.S. service members to attempt to throw themselves overboard because of the toll it was taking on them mentally, and while Trump is claiming he needs you to buy him gold decor for the sake of national security, today Trump said that the USS Lincoln's record-breaking time at sea was, quote, not nearly long enough.
Has the deployment's gone on too long?
No. Not nearly long enough. Thank you, everybody.